Good. How you doing?
Good. We're ready for this. We're going to throw some questions at you.
I'm ready.
James Krapia from the Oregonian.
DJ, Tyler was saying he only got to work with you the past couple of days in practice with the first team. When did you know you were going to get the start? And just walk me through whether it's that first play, that first catch, just what goes through your mind.
I just take every day like getting ready to play. So it wasn't nothing really any different. The first play, just running through it like we go through in practice every day that we've been going through it since we got the go ahead to start practicing.
AJ Jacobson, Rivals.
DJ, you look so smooth out there as a tight end. Is that a natural position for you? Have you played that much before here?
Well, I made the transition this year, but in high school I was an athlete, so I pretty much played all over the field on offense, so it wasn't a hard transition.
Eric Scopel, 247 Sports.
I guess how gratifying was it? How good did it feel to get in the end zone there and get the first receiving touchdown of the season for Tyler?
It felt great to be able to get that touchdown for him and for the team. It's always a great thing when we put up points as a team and drive down the field. So it's a nice way to finish a drive.
Tyson Alger, The Athletic.
When you were being recruited here 2-3 years ago as a defenseman, if someone were to show you just a tape of today's game of you scoring touchdowns as tight end, what would you have thought about that?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised just because I know what I'm capable of.
Matt Preem, 247 Sports.
What's the potential you feel like of this offense? A lot of guys have said that there's still a lot of room to be made up, and yet you guys played still pretty well.
I feel like we're just scratching the surface of our potential. I feel like as we get going and just get more used to, playing in these times, we're going to get better and better.
Back to James with the Oregonian.
DJ, we haven't talked to you since the position change. Just take us back to that decision where when you were probably the number 2 defensive end behind KT and to go into a more crowded position group, not knowing exactly where you're going to be on the depth chart, the decision to do that. And Coach has mentioned this off-season injury you were battling. What exactly was it, and when were you fully recovered?
I got fully recovered within the last 2 months, but the decision was just I seen an opportunity with the guys that we had and felt like I'd have a good shot at, competing for a spot.
Eric Scopel, 247 Sports.
You mentioned it's not been too difficult to make the move from defensive line to tight end. What I guess are a couple of the more difficult things, and I guess maybe what are the strengths you think you provide the group at tight end?
Well, it's always a transition with the technique of the position. So even now I'm still working on, perfecting my technique. But as far as like the easy thing is just playing freely. Just like when you know what you're doing, it's very easy to just play fast and physical. So that's what I try to do.
AJ Jacobson, Rivals.
DJ, why do you think you click so well with Tyler Shuck? It seems like you guys have a natural connection out there.
We put in a lot of work in the off season, even before COVID hit. So when you train, it shows on the field.
That's all we have for you, DJ. Nice job. Congratulations on the win.
I appreciate it.